What's up, guys? 370 Gaming here, and welcome to episode 1 of Rebuilding TNA in TEW 2016. I don't have the full game yet because I had to spend the money on Ring of Honor tickets. Ring of Honor is coming back to Vegas in August for Death Before Dishonor. I forgot which number Death Before Dishonor, but pay-per-view and a TV taping, and so that was definitely I'm sorry, I love this game, but I'm definitely rather go to Ring of Honor than buy the full game right off the bat. I got 2 months to work with, we're gonna have some time. We'll have some time for me to save up a few bucks and buy the full game. But anyways, if you read the story before I started talking, of course, when the video started, you'll know that TNA is no longer under the control of Dixie Carter. It is rejoined the National Wrestling Alliance under the rule of Bruce Tharp. Bruce Tharp. I loved his last work he did in New Japan when he was managing all the NWA guys. That was good times. But yeah, so they're not with the NWA in a traditional sense, although they are part of the National Wrestling Alliance. It's more the NWA is kind of funding it and kind of controlling it, rather than it being a traditional member of sorts. Part of the agreement was that Dixie Carter would now have her own company, NWA Dixieland, as you can see right there. We will not be controlling Dixieland. We will not be playing Dixieland. I just am curious how head booker Billy Corgan and owner Dixie Carter will take a bit of money. They're regional. You know what I mean? They'll take a bit of money, and how they'll craft their own company. So I hope that this will be a further storyline in the future. We can come back and check NWA Dixieland every once in a while. They couldn't get in the alliance. I put them in the alliance. It didn't work originally, unless I just totally messed it up. But then I invited them, and they said, "Well, we don't want to lose in the southeast area." And quite frankly, I don't want to lose the southeast area either. As you can see, you cannot run shows in foreign areas where another member is based. So I'd rather not move. I'd rather not lose the southeast area, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I only did a couple things before recording. As you can see, I got these sweet graphics going on. I got titles, King of the Mountain title. I wanted to do this on camera. It's C prestige, but I'm just not feeling it, man. I'm just not feeling it. So anyways, with the non-retired titles, we've got the TNA Women's title, the TNA World Heavyweight title, TNA World Tag Team titles, and the TNA X Division titles. So those are the titles we'll be working with. We'll go more in depth on that soon enough. I was just going to go over anything else I might have done. Got new logos for the TV shows. Pretty cool stuff there. We'll be going into that more as well. Yeah, we're just going to lay the foundation, and possibly, depending on how long it takes for me to kind of get the foundation laid, we might do the first episode of Impact right away. But I'm not sure, so be cautious of the time of the episode. Anyways, I wanted to go on the roster and see who we got here. This is a really recent mod, so the roster is really thin. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fucking thin. I think I fired a couple people. Oops. No, Bruce Tharp. I'm going the right... Okay, come on. User diary, isn't that a thing? User diary? User log? There we go. Okay, join the alliance, because that also didn't work, apparently. I released John Gaburik? Whatever, you know what I'm saying. In a test version of the save, I ended up firing Chris Melendez because I don't care much for Chris Melendez. And he only had 3 months left on his contract. In this one, he randomly, it's random, whatever you do, so he had almost 2 fucking years left. I'm not paying, yeah, 40,000. That's a bit hefty. Part of the money, we started out with 500,000, but we weren't at minimum production values for a lot of the pay-per-view and TV carriers. So I have to just update that. There's not really a choice in that. You know what I mean? It's non-negotiable. Yeah. So that's what that's about. So we're gonna go pretty easy on the money until we know how much is being made, and things like that. So we've got Abyss, Aiden O'Shea, which I don't. Was that his name, Aiden O'Shea? I know it was Jay Bradley first, and then, God, was it Aiden O'Shea? All right, Al Snow, Bram, Brian Hebner, Brian Stifler, Bruce Tharp, of course, Chris Melendez, Crazy Steve of the Decay, Dave Lagana, Davey Richards, DJZ, Drew Galloway, Earl Hebner, Eddie Edwards, Eli Drake, Ethan Carter III, Gail Kim, Grado, Jade, James Storm, Jeff Hardy, JB, uh, uh, this guy and another guy, they were like just brand new hired like a month or two ago, and I don't know anything about them, so I I don't. Oh, was he was married to Cherry Bomb, to the her, yeah, right there, yeah, okay. Jesse, Josh Matthews, Lashley, uh, yeah, isn't she Cherry Bomb? Isn't that her name? Like elsewhere? Is there like, yeah, Cherry Bomb, yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, see, I know my indie women wrestlers. Madison Rain, Mahabali Shira, Mandrews. But which, by the way, let me just go ahead. Fuck off with this Mandrews bullshit, man. I mean, you watch Mark Andrews in something like Progress, and you watch Mark Andrews on fucking TNA. He's coming out with a fucking skateboard, and he's Mandrews. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I hate that. Why would you ruin a perfectly good worker by giving him a stupid gimmick and a stupid name? Stupid, terrible. Maria Kanellis, the other new guy, don't know much about him. Marty Bell, Matt Hardy. What? Marcus Louis was his name. Okay, him and the other guy, and I guess their gimmick is that they're French, and that's the gimmick, because that was the gimmick. In the latest Impact episode in real life, they helped Al Snow beat Grado. That was strange. I'm not really quite sure what to make of that, but I think they got some potential, so we'll work with them. Mike Bennett, The Miracle, excuse you, The Miracle, Mike Bennett. Let's not fuck around. Yeah, I'm stupid. Mike Bennett, that's fine. It should be The Miracle. Should the short name be The Miracle? I like The Miracle. He's gonna be The Miracle. Yeah, that's the way you do it, man. You put him in quotes. Already about Matt Hardy, that guy. Mike Tenay, which I'm surprised he's still, if this mod is correct, he's still under contract and being totally neglected. I can't even believe that. We'll have some plans for Mike Tenay. Pat Kenny, Rebel, Rebby Sky, Robbie E, Rockstar Spud, Rosemary, Shane Helms, which, God, I hate that picture, dude. I looked for a new picture. There was no new picture in the in the pack, but yeah, that's Shane Helms, man. Sienna Allison Kay, big fan of hers. Glad she's getting a chance. Terrence Terrell, the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro. How would you pronounce that? Thomas LaRuffa? LaRuffa? I'm not sure. Tigre Uno, Trevor Lee, Tyrus, and that's it. That's it. Most of which are on a pay-per-appearance contract. However, we do have a few that are written. And let me lay it out here. Lay it on the line for you guys. Jesus Christ, he's mentored a lot of people. Wow. Let me just put it out there, you guys. I'm totally accepting suggestions for the TNA roster under TEW rules, in which that case would be, I don't guarantee that I'll hire everybody you recommend, but I will put them under consideration, and you will definitely be thought of and given credit if I do choose to hire that person. So go ahead, leave me any comments on anybody who you would like. Obviously, they have to be hireable in the game, and yeah, I mean, yeah, just leave me a comment and let me know who you want, and I'll check it out. So we got these guys under written contract, so I mean, these guys would ideally have more priority over maybe somebody with an open contract. But yeah, so I don't really think I'm gonna fire anybody right off the bat. I really thought I was just gonna boom, turn it on, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. None of that. I think we're basically good to go. I don't see the use for Pat Kenny. because as I recall, Al Snow is the road agent, and Pat Kenny doesn't have any better. Oh, was he like? Yeah, he's written like forever, so it would cost me like $1 million to. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna wait on that. We're gonna wait till we have more money. But anyways, yeah. So we can make this roster work. We can make this roster work, and we are gonna make a couple of pickups right off the bat. One person I noted, and I want to do this. By the way, I understand I don't have that much money, but these guys are okay. This guy, I'm making one big buy here. You ready for this? Will Ospreay. I'm locking this dude up. He's got pay per appearance everywhere. I am locking this kid up. This kid is the future, okay? Okay, you guys, he is the future of TNA. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. Let's lock him up for 3 years. Let's see, 1900, yeah. Alright, whatever's needed. Yep. I'll give you $500, kid. How does that sound? Great. You hit me up, Will Ospreay. That's gonna be a big deal. So Will Ospreay is going to be the one major signing I'm making for the time being, until I do know how much money we have going on, and what the story is there. In terms of teams, we've got fucking Matt Hardy and Tyrus, the Decay, and the Wolves. And Eddie Edwards is Davey Richards. One of them is out with an injury. Davey Richards is fucked up knee. Oh, that's great. Well, okay, well, let me trash this one first, because I'm not... Well, they do have E- experience. It's better than nothing. You could stay for now. Yeah, okay. So the announcers, for events, it's those three. For Impact, as of now, it's Mike Tenay and JB. And for Explosion, it is Josh Matthews and the Pope. I like Mike Tenay a lot more. And... give JB something to do, Just give JB something to do. I'll probably replace JB at some point. We'll see what happens. I think Jim Ross is available, like I don't know how unrealistic you guys want me to get, but I'm down to have some JR if you want. Alright, so what will we do next? I should have come more prepared. That's fine. We're gonna check the stables, which was the Beautiful People, the Decay, and the Doll. I had to make the Decay. The Decay wasn't actually a thing. I guess because Rosemary is more like a manager, but I figure she wrestles. It's fine. Yeah. So let's go to broadcasting. Let's see what we got over here. We've got 4 Impact Wrestling deal, or 5 Impact Wrestling deals, I should say, and 2 Explosion deals. So there's not really a need for me to make any sort of big moves in the TV market. I mean, we've got plenty of coverage. Australia, Europe, US, British Isles. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, well, Explosion is only Australia and British Isles. I'd like to get Explosion on US TV, ideally. So let's go ahead and look for that. US, yes please. Alright, El Rey, just fucking stick it to fucking Lucha Underground. Could go with the solid WGN. WGN always the favorite. Could do that. We might do that actually, because that makes the most sense. G4 still should not be around. G4 is not a thing anymore. I wish it were, but it's not. Why is it in every mod for the rest of existence? I don't understand. Medium against high. So what is the stance of WGN? Very low patience. They're against wrestling, and they have very low risk levels. I mean, we could work on that. If we did a deal for Explosion, what could we do? That's not bad. Prime time, E-. I think I could probably pull out an E-, half asleep. You know what I mean? I'd like to think I could do that pretty fucking easily. Is it going to go up the more years I go? Okay, so what do you guys think? You think I should do WGN? We could do that. Let's say, God, E-. That's not very high at all. Like, no offense, like I could probably just drop like, Jeff Hardy on fucking Explosion one time, and that'd probably get it higher than an E minus. Or am I overrating my own abilities? I'm not sure. What are we right now? We're like, we cult? We are cult. I still think we would do way better than an E minus. Like, even on a bad day, Explosion, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be that bad, I'm pretty confident. This might be the first screw up of the whole series, but I'm pretty confident in this one. We're gonna go WGN. We're gonna go Explosion. And we're gonna go 2 years, I think. Yeah, prime time. Hell yeah. The max one they will allow is 9 months. Alright, I'm down. What? Why? You were down until what the fuck happened? All right. Should we go evening? Evening or late evening? Let's go late evening. Okay. Cool, man. What was that, like F minus or F plus? Yeah. That's an easy pay. That's an easy pay, you guys. Access TV. Stick it to fucking New Japan. Risk levels medium, very high, although they are pro. That might be it for now. We might move on after that. Stars. That's unlikely. That is an unlikely thing. We'll stick with that. Impact on pop. We'll go back to that in 3 months once that expires. So that's actually all right. We're doing pretty well. Pretty well off the start. I'll be making some storylines. We'll be going into the show in a little bit. We might end up going to the show now, quite frankly. Look at the product here. This is the product, if you're curious. It's just the default TNA product. I did change this before to low because I'm not trying to, like, have that be the only thing the women are doing, honestly. Let's check the Backstage Rules. Got an 83%. The rules are having a negative effect. Oh man, I can't pay for like all this shit, but I can try to pay for some of it, or at least let them have. I don't want them smoking. Let's increase the strictness, but can increase the amount. I don't know. I mean, what are they smoking? Is it like weed or is it like a cigarette? You know what I mean? Like, I think drugs is like weed. This increases the strictness. So if I let them smoke, would they be down for that? No, they're still not, like, having a good time. Alright, fuck you, no smoking then. We could do... Damn, man, I can't pay you guys for, like, transport and hotels. Like, maybe, like, a masseuse or a chiropractor, maybe. Costs depend on the company size and the roster size, is removed at the end of each show. I am down to reduce injury risk. Jeez, man. What would I have to do to, like, have you fuckers be happy? You just want to fucking smoke and drink all day? Am I stupid? Does it not change, like, the minute I do this? Let's go for a masseuse, because I don't want them getting hurt, so... especially if I'm doing a lot of open contracts, people working elsewhere. You get that, like, Young Bucks syndrome where, they're working 200 dates a week, and they just get blown up and fucking hurt because, they're constantly traveling and working and shit. Schedule was a big thing I wanted to do. I want to trash all these fucking one-night-only garbage. This is garbage. Dormant. They don't even have logos. Come on. I actually didn't set a logo for a pay-per-view just because I'm not doing one yet. And we'll see what the strategy is, what I'm going to do in terms of that, especially what kind of grades I need to have for the pay-per-view carriers. That's going to be a big, interesting thing. That's my favorite part, probably, about TEW 2016 is the difference in the broadcasters and what you need to really, you know what I mean? The goals, like, okay, you have to have, like, a letter grade specifically. You have to do this specifically this way. It's not just like, oh, you got a TV deal? All right, good luck, kid. Sweet, bro. Have a good time. Nah, you're you're good to go, man. You know what you need to do. And by the way, I know this is going super long. Not all episodes are going to be this long. I just want to. This is like we're setting things up. This is a one-time deal. It's going to be this series is going to be a lot shorter than all my other series. Just because it's more rendering time. My computer cannot fucking render anything under 3 hours. Although that may be a problem with my. Jesus Christ, did I dormant all of these and not pay attention? Yeah, my computer cannot keep rendering like 2 million hours. Like, it's just not going to work like that, so. Oh, clash with lockdown. When the hell is lockdown? Sunday, March 2? Not April. Huh. Alright. We're gonna definitely redo these, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just making them active for the time being. Hardcore justice, that's getting thrown the fuck out. Unless you guys want a fucking hardcore extravaganza ECW type thing. I suppose I'm not closed down to that idea, but I'm not necessarily in favor of it either. Turning point and final resolution. Yeah, they didn't bother to put fucking pictures in here or anything. Alright. Well, I wouldn't, because, I mean, they don't they don't have any of the shows. So, okay. So this is week 1, Monday, January. I want to make sure that the next event doesn't come up too soon. Sunday, week 2. If I do have Genesis this month, I'm definitely not going to have it that soon. We'll do it like Sunday, week 4. Okay, everybody's available for that? Alright. Okay, so I think that's good for now. We'll probably just go in here and... What do we got? Oh, man. Look at that big house show lineup, you guys. Woo. Look at that house show lineup. I'm really digging that. Oh, God. Can I even make anything out of that? Taryn Terrell, Madison Rayne. Maybe Taryn Terrell, Madison Rayne, as opponents. Possibly do that. Robbie E. and... Ooh, I mean, I guess we should know that Robbie E. and Jesse are good partners, right? But I guess we don't know that in the game? Yeah? Okay. Gail Kim and... Can we do 2, like that? No, okay. Let's do Crazy Steve and... No, I think that's it for now. I'm surprised that's all we have locked up on contract. That's pretty surprising. Is there anybody I need to lock up right now? I think Mike Bennett is pretty fucking important. I mean, currently makes $1,100 per show, so he'd be valued at $4,300. I probably shouldn't start writing people to contracts, but I mean, Mike Bennett and Maria are pretty worth it in my opinion. 4,300. I'll wait. Let's be smart. Let's play this smart. We're playing this smart. Playing this smart. Everything is smart. This is a smart game. Alright, you guys? Alright, so we're gonna go through, and I will see you at Impact. Unless something comes up, which, then you'll probably see that. But if it's just some small stuff, I'll see you at Impact. We made some relationships. I did. First, okay, I didn't want to do New Japan because I knew New Japan had been burned by TNA in the future. But in this reality, TNA is with Bruce Tharpe. And Bruce Tharpe and the NWA are on very good terms with New Japan. So I figure they can kind of give TNA enough credence where New Japan would be like, alright. So we have New Japan, Ring of Honor, AAA, and Progress. And that's just to start out. So we have those people to get loans and things of the like. Yeah, they're not in the alliance, obviously. They're just individual working agreements. So, Will Ospreay, the man, the myth, the legend. He is ready to go. Excellent. Excellent. He's got a big future in this business. Okay, NXT's gone to HD, that's fine, and people make offers. So, on the Dixieland front, I did see, I don't think she has anybody locked up yet, but I did see she made an offer to Michael Bennett. So she's already already getting the feelers out there. She's already working for it. Yeah, didn't do any storylines yet. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and make those, and then yeah, we'll see at Impact. All right, guys. Before we get to the show's booked, everything's ready to go. I realized I didn't show you guys the creative meeting at all. These are our franchise players. No next big things, unfortunately. Hot prospects, people that can talk. Pope, obviously. I have plans for Pope in the future, but like tonight's show doesn't. We're basically trying to carry off from real life storylines as well as a couple of custom ones. So I don't have the Pope in there yet. I hope to use the Pope either in a wrestling fashion or on a regular promo basis. The Showstoppers, got the Ring Generals. Nobody's hot, nobody's not. Hardy and Gail Kim are getting a little old. And no hidden gems? Freezing game? Everything's fine? No? Okay, it took a couple minutes, but it went back. So, yeah, that was the creative meeting there. Yeah, I think that was all we wanted to go over. I made some storylines here. I'm not going to read out like the storylines. I'll just, go to each thing. Like I said, some are custom, some are carryovers from what's happening in May. Even though this is happening in January 2016, I mean, I don't... With the May roster, it would be kind of hard to, go back to January and go get it all done. And, I didn't think through it that hard, apparently, but that's fine. So let's go ahead, and we're going to run the show. So we got 3 pre-show matches. In pre-show match number 1, we have Eli Drake defeating Grado in 750 with a bottom rung. I was not paying attention to the location. I meant to do it in Tri-State so we could try to get the popularity up to a C+. But yeah, there's that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll make plans for the next episode there. Grado with an E plus for Eli Drake. We got to change these back to non letter grades, numbers. Got an E plus, and Eli Drake's improving. There's road agent notes there. Oh yes, we have Eli Drake's gimmicks. A couple of gimmicks were not the greatest. Too soon. Oh, got an average. That's fine. Madison Rayne and Sienna. 824, Madison Rayne defeats her with a raindrop. D-, not too bad. A D and a D- in-ring performance. Sienna was off her game. Any particular reason? I don't have the dirt sheet on. I gotta remember. I like the dirt sheet. I prefer the dirt sheet. Also, I never really use the dirt sheet, so I'd rather have it on and at least feel like I'm doing something. We got a D-, not too bad. Another D-, Bram defeating Mahabali Shira in 12:05 with a velvet noise. Bram is not suited to his gimmick. We'll keep that in mind. Bram gimmick. Something to take care of there. Shira was off his game. I'm sure this has to do with like the backstage rules and things like that. D+ by Bram, E- by Shira. Good to know. Both improving. Shira in Rumble and Bram in Performance. Sounds good. We get to the opening of the show. B-, hot start there. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is how you book a show here. Drew Galloway, TNA World Champion, comes out and cuts a promo on leading TNA into the future. Drew says, "Tonight is the beginning of a new era. No, tonight is just like any other night. I'm going to be a fighting champion. I'm the captain of TNA Wrestling, and I will take on anyone that thinks they have what it takes to fight me one-on-one in the ring." Matt Hardy comes out. He says, "Drew, you have no idea of the death warrant you have just signed. My second chance that seemed to have eluded me is finally here. Tonight, you will learn of the real future of TNA. The future in which Matt Hardy rules." All hail Matt Hardy! So as you can tell, he's completely lost his mind. Matt Hardy, after, doing the whole Willow gimmick, he's totally, completely lost it. And, yeah, so Tyrus apparently helped Matt Hardy with that promo. Got to a strong start, got the crowd hotter, and the Matt Hardy Descent into Madness advanced. Pretty good. Okay, Decent little match. In about. Subpar wrestling, a little heat. That's fine. We'll get you there. DJZ defeats Mark Andrews in 12:09. Just by pinfall, apparently. Doesn't really do anything. DJZ is not suited to his gimmick. Okay. DJZ gimmick. It's a learning experience, you guys. Mark Andrews has an E+, and DJZ with a D+. Nobody improved. That's fine. Another D+. Get the average to low matches out of the way. Gail Kim defeats Marty Bell in 9:36 with E defeat. I got a little boost, got the crowd hotter. Marty Bell with an E. Gail Kim clearly carrying the match with a C-. And the Down with the Dollhouse storyline is advanced. Simple little match there. Was hoping this would get a little higher. The Decay are about to come out when we cut to the back. And Rosemary is with Abyss and Crazy Steve. And she cuts a promo here. Should I read it? I suppose I will. The world wants to know why we are here. What our purpose is. What is anybody's purpose? The Decay live on as a result of tortured souls from a society that never even gave them a chance. I gave you a chance. You two were strong enough to benefit from my training, unlike someone I once knew. Either way, the world will know what our purpose is in due time, but tonight, the Decay furthers its spread. And there you go. So Rosemary, apparently, also needs a new gimmick. Everybody's gimmicks are all fucked up. All kinds of fucked up. I changed like 2 of them. I changed like Eli Drake's, and I think Mike Bennett's, I think, was messed up. So they got a little boost. Decay of TNA, not great. We need 2 C- storylines, so at least one of these storylines needs to get boosted up a little bit. Okay, C- match. That's not too bad. Decent wrestling, not much heat. The Decay defeat the Bromans. I need to put the Bromans back as a team, by the way. Bromans team. When Crazy Steve defeats Robbie E after Rosemary interfered. Crazy Steve was the weak link, apparently, struggling to keep up with everyone else's performance. Abyss and Rosemary are an awkward pairing. Alright. Abyss and Rosemary, not to be there. Robbie E's gimmick. Oh my goodness. Rosemary's gimmick, yeah, obviously. So Robbie's gimmick is even... Gosh. Crazy Steve, D-, C, C-, C-. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Jesse's improving in Rumble, and Crazy Steve's improving in performance. Yeah, I've taken that as note. Jeff Hardy music video. Pretty simple stuff there, just to kind of keep Jeff in everybody's minds. Wow. That was really surprising. I really was hoping for them to put on a good match. Eddie Edwards defeats Trevor Lee in 15:20 with a quick roll-up, giving Eddie Edwards a X Division title shot at presumably the next show. But I guess we'll have to see. Eddie Edwards was off his game. Davey did some good work at ringside. Shane did some good work at ringside. D+ and a D. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's unfortunate. So, I didn't want to write out the full promo because I wasn't exactly sure, but Mike Bennett and Maria would come out, cut a pretty generic, I'm the miracle, I'm the greatest promo, you know, as they do. And EC3 kind of comes down, and Mike Bennett pushes it a little too far, and they come to blows, and security's got to break him up. Gets a C-, not too bad. EC3 was good, and Mike Bennett was very underwhelming. C- for the streak is over storyline. Alright. Yeah, we will check. Now, come on, at least yours to go through. He's a cocky egomaniac. Very good. Great. Alright, so the NWA, of course, TNA is now affiliated with the NWA, and we will see the crowning of the, well, not the first in the newest lineage, but more like, in an attempt to have a resurgence in the NWA World Heavyweight title, we'll see Lashley take on James Storm for the title. So this is actually an alliance title that will be shared through NWA. So whoever wins this match, I believe, will end up working for at least NWA and probably another company or two. Yep. C plus, James Storm and Lashley. Good wrestling, decent reaction. Lashley defeats James Storm and wins the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. They have good chemistry. That's good. That's great news. And the NWA Champion storyline advances. Perfect. Perfect. James Storm with a B minus and Lashley with a C. Sounds good to me, man. Well done. Hardy and Galloway put on a pretty fucking disappointing match. Hardy and Galloway don't click at all. That's fine. This was a one-off. We weren't really going to do this too often, so I can take the loss right now. C minus, decent match. Galloway defeats Hardy with the move. I don't know what that is. Can somebody fill me in on that? Also, can somebody fill me in? Drew Galloway was feeling isolated backstage. How do I put an end to that? That's I don't know. I don't know about that. How's the isolation? How does that come about? We saw Tyrus and Rockstar Spud distract Galloway, but he comes out with the win. Hardy got a D. Jesus. And Galloway got a D+. Can they not work? Can they fucking not work at all? That's terrible. Fucking main eventers can't work more than a fucking D, man. Come on. Jeez. Got a C minus, though. Not too bad. And post-match, Galloway celebrates. Basic deal there. Okay, so we're up in 3 regions, so that's good. But that's still, I gotta say, that's disappointing. I really expected certain matches and angles to go over better. But, you know, it's the first episode, and, you know, hey, at least we didn't go negative, you know? Not the worst, in my opinion. Alright, we're going to go see the fallout here of Impact. Decent, though hardly spectacular. Abyss has got oh my god, Dixieland, again with the Abyss offering. Got a 1.28. I don't know how good that is comparatively, because it's the first show, so that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, it's the first episode, so we gotta kind of play it by ear, see what's going on. We're already making money, so that's good. So unless we just drop real hard, yeah, this is what I was talking about before. He was feeling isolated backstage. What the hell does that mean? Is he like a fucking loner? Or he doesn't have any friends, or I don't like. What do you want me to do about it? I gave him $100. I said, you know, isn't that enough? Isn't that enough, man? $100? Apparently, $100 wasn't enough. So. Yeah, that'll do it for episode 1 of Rebuilding TNA. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll come back next time with TNA Explosion and probably some roster changes if the money continues that well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you later.